This doesn't seem normal. No one's around.
No signs of conflict, no spent ammo cases or bullet holes.
But there ought to be a rear guard at least. It makes no sense.
There has to be someone further inside. Cover me.
Hey guys, welcome back to Perfect Dark, and we're here on the bottom of the ocean. I'm not exactly sure where this structure came from. I guess the Pelagic 2 dropped it, or Pelagic 2 as it is actually called. Is that cheese on the bottom of the ocean? That doesn't make any sense. Now, this is my least favorite level. Partly because of the cloaked guys, and partly because this is the level where the story just sort of gets crazy. Now, this thing on the right that we're about to walk into is called a Cetan, and it's a giant spaceship that is not only at least partly alive, but partly sentient. This particular ship, or this particular Cetan, is in a dormant state. It crashed on the Earth and basically went into a coma. It's worth noting that there's actually a secret weapon right here. I don't know exactly what triggers it, but sometimes one of these guys will drop proximity mines. They're not particularly useful in this level, so I don't mind too much that we didn't get them. And here we see our first Skedar in-game. It's, dead apparently, which is kind of strange. Maybe they met some sort of automatic defenses when they were breaching the ship. So Datadyne and the Skedar are interested in this ship because it has a giant superweapon that is essentially a big doomsday device thing. Think the weapon from the Death Star. It apparently breaks down molecular bonds and breaks things down to their component atoms. Not the kind of thing you want fired at your planet. I know everyone's been waiting for it, so the gun that Elvis is carrying is the Farsight, XR20. And we're gonna get our hands on it fairly soon, so don't worry. So right here, we're, as he said, reactivating the teleportals, which are essentially point-to-point teleporters that allow us to transport to different parts of the Cetan ship. I hope Elvis knows what he's doing, because I have no idea what any of those buttons do.
This will help us to get around the ship quicker.
I happen to know that 2 more cloaked guys will ambush you, so I've I've put on my infrared goggles. The sort of nice thing about the cloaked guys is that they stand around because they believe themselves to be invisible.
Keep the gun! Keep those skin off my back while I'm working!
Well, I guess that was a teleportal. Elvis has finally given us his Farsight, which is this game's probably best known gun. It's a railgun that can shoot through any wall, and has a scope that can also see through the walls, which means we can actually scope through this level and take out most of the guards in our way. Its secondary function is called Target Locator, and it will automatically zero in on enemies. However, I find it's a little finicky to work with, so I prefer to just zoom manually. Although I did miss one. This ship must be gigantic. If we come here and look over the balcony, this is actually the heart of the super weapon itself. As I said before, this level sort of really fucks with the story. Before this, it was sort of just a evil corporation, something involving the president, aliens, you know, it was alright. But at this point, it's just, unless you're really paying attention, you have no idea where you are or what the hell is going on. Right now we're trying to destroy power cores that power various systems on the ship, so that we can disable the weapon. Now, these little guys are actually, well, they're smaller versions of the Skedar, but what's interesting is that these guys are actually the real Skedar. They look just like miniature versions of the bigger ones, but that's because the bigger ones are actually mechanical exosuits that the Skedar pilot in order to have better offensive capability. And I don't remember where I read that actually, but I found it kind of interesting. That right there was an auto turret that would shoot at us. I really don't like them, they hurt a lot. Ah, little bastard. Now, these power cores are, I believe, invincible to everything but the Farsight. I'd have to check. It may be possible to destroy them if you use a rocket launcher, if you use cheats. But at this point, we need to keep using the Farsight. And to stop running into rooms with explosions in them. Elvis is actually proving himself pretty useful in this level. This door is locked. I guess we gotta blow some more shit up before we can go through it. don't see another door in this room, so it must be time to head back. Yep, here we go. The Farsight can be a very useful gun, especially if you know what's behind doors. I guess Elvis is going to watch our back for us. But, this door is locked and I don't see any power cores.
I'm doing this for your own good.
Holy shit. That's a lot of dead Skedar. I'm sure he can handle himself. If we look inside the walls, we see a couple little Skedar and some power cores hidden back there. And that's all of them. The door opens and we have another teleportal. Luckily, Elvis comes with us when we go through them. Looking through the door, we can see two blonde guys and Dr. Carroll.
Let's see if we can reverse what was done to him.
So we do find Dr. Carroll, but he looks a little bit meaner than the last time we talked to him. Luckily, we have the backup disc from way back in the G5 building. Let's see if it works.
Here goes. I just hope Datadyne haven't done anything to prevent this.
Virus detected.
Me and my big mouth.
Commencing countermeasures. Commence.
Dr. Carroll? Are you in control again? Can you stop the program?
Yes, I'm back again, my dear. But the program has run far too long for me to prevent it from completing. There is only one way out now.
What do you mean?
When the program has run, I will have control of a vastly powerful weapon. It cannot be allowed to exist. So I must destroy the Cetum, and unfortunately, myself along with it. I am sorry, Joanna. There is no other way. And no time to discuss this. Go now! Avoid the Skedar and you will have time to escape. It has been an honor to work with you. Goodbye, Joanna Dog.
So wait, he's activating
Get out of here!
the self-destruct, and he gives us a minute to escape. Oh shit. Crap, 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 crap. Women and children first, women and children first. I do not have time for those guys. Well, I hope these blast doors will be enough. Well, that certainly was a thing. Don't worry, Elvis did make it out alive as well. And we foiled their plans, so that has to be the end of it, right?